Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Eileen and for today we're going to be doing a fresh faced makeup look. So if you want to see how I got the look, just keep on watching. Alright guys, as usual, I did my eyebrows and skincare off camera. And of course we're going to start off with primer. So the primer that I'm going to use is the e.l.f.'s Power Grip Primer with 4% niacinamide. This is going to get our makeup to grip on our face. So I'm just going to take about a pump and a half and just apply that all over my face. And we're gonna wait 30 seconds just so it settles in and grips our makeup. So next we're gonna take the Dewy Coconut Setting Mist and spray that all over our face before we actually put our makeup, so we make sure that everything gets locked in and doesn't move throughout the day, even if we're doing a light face of makeup. This smells so good. If you love coconuts, you're gonna love this smell. If you don't love coconuts, then I'm not too sure. But if you do, definitely check this one out. I just love this setting mist, and the one thing that's great about this is that it does not react to my face. Usually setting mists will make my eyes water up, they'll make it look puffy, but this one doesn't do that. So I love using that for every day. That's my go-to in terms of setting mist. So next we're gonna go with e.l.f. Halo Glow. We're gonna put that all over our face. And of course, everything that I mentioned today will be down in the description box below, just in case I forget to mention anything. So we're going in with e.l.f. Halo Glow. And we're just gonna apply that all over our face. And this is gonna act as our foundation. We are not doing foundation today. We are not adding tinted moisturizer. This is our base. So this will just make us look fresh and dewy. And I love this stuff. So I'm just gonna take e.l.f.'s sponge and just blend that all over my face. By the way, this is in the shade Fair. So I know it doesn't perfectly match my skin, but once you blend it out, I feel like it does a pretty good job. All right, so now that we got that all blended in, we're gonna go in with Rare Beauty's Eye Brightener in the shade Light, and we're just gonna apply that underneath our eyes. And this is just gonna brighten your under eyes and wherever that you end up putting it. I like to put it underneath my eyes and a little bit on my chin and a little bit on my forehead. So just as if you're highlighting the face, that's what I like to do with this. And the formula is amazing on this. It's very thin and light, but again, it still gives you that beautiful brightening effect. So that's what I like about this. So now you can take a beauty blender to blend this all in, or you could take a brush. A brush will give you more of a full brightening effect from what I've noticed, but I'm gonna go in with, of course, the e.l.f. sponge, which I always call beauty blender. So we're just gonna blend that on in. As you can tell, my face looks so much brighter. It didn't cover everything, but again, I put very little. You can always go in with concealer first and then this eye brightener. That will give you such a beautiful effect. But I don't want full coverage underneath my eyes. I just want enough to make my face look brighter, you know, like fresh in the morning. Like I just woke up like this, you know. So I'm just gonna add a little bit on my cheeks just to even out my face. And usually this is actually a perfect match to my skin in the shade Light, but I recently went into the pool a couple times and I got myself some tan. For some of you, it doesn't look like a tan, but for me, the color that I'm at right now is pretty dark for my skin tone. I'm usually extremely fair. So the sun has been helping me, and now it might look a little too bright underneath my eyes, but trust me, it's gonna all work out in the end, I promise you. So we got that all blended in. We already look so fresh. So then we're gonna go in with blush. We're not gonna set underneath our eyes just yet. We're gonna go in with e.l.f.'s Putty Blush in the shade Tahiti. So we're gonna take that with our e.l.f. complexion duo brush, and we're just gonna swirl the brush in and go right on into our cheeks. Such a pretty color, right? I know. I feel like it matches perfectly with my shirt that I'm wearing. We're gonna go a little bit heavy-handed on the blush. I feel like when you have a lot of blush, it makes you look more awake. Maybe that's just all in my head. But I feel like it makes the face look bright. Add a little bit on our nose. Now I'm gonna take the sponge again and just make sure that it's really blended in. All right, perfect. We're gonna go in with bronzer. I'm using the Hoola Benefit bronzer. I'm using the mini one. I have the bigger one, but these ones take forever to finish. So I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna bronze up the face. Tapping that on it and then going right here. And if of course you want to contour your face, you can definitely do that right before you want to add cream products. Do that right now if you have a cream bronzer. But I'm going in with powder bronzer. Where you would naturally have the sun hit your face. Now we're gonna actually powder our face. And if we need more blush, we'll go in with blush, but we're gonna take our Essence My Skin Perfector powder and we're gonna take our powder puff and we're gonna set the face. And of course, I'm doing the same technique where I get some powder and I just smear it on the back of my hand and make sure it's even on the powder puff before I actually go in. I know it's not gonna look even over here right now, but that's just because I've already had powder on this powder puff, but when you look at it, you can tell it's pretty even. So I'm gonna blend my creases and then go right on in. And you could powder your entire face right now too, but I don't like to do that because I don't find the need to. I feel like this makeup stays, like the sides of my face still stay, even if I don't. But the T-zone, I just mainly do it to, of course, lock in the makeup and make sure that my pores don't look as big. And then you could leave the skin just like this, but I want to add a little bit more of the e.l.f. Halo Glow right onto my face again, just to bring back that glow. Just gonna blend that right on in. Next, we're gonna go in with the eyes. And for the eyes, I like to keep it simple, especially if we're doing a fresh makeup look. I'm just gonna take some of that blush that we used, e.l.f. Putty Blush, for the eyeshadow look, and just add that right onto my crease. You could put an eyeshadow primer. I just generally don't use it on a day-to-day basis. I like to just keep the lids the way they are and just apply whatever eyeshadow or face product on my eyelids. I feel like anytime I use a cream product, that kind of acts as my eyeshadow base and it makes everything else stick. So that's why I never really find the need to use an eyeshadow primer unless I'm doing like a very glittery look. Then I'll go in with eyeshadow primer. But other than that, I don't know, I just prefer not to use it. So anyways, we're just blending that putty blush in. Now we're gonna take the e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow in the Cream and Sugar one, and I'm gonna use the darkest brown shade, which is right over here. I'm gonna use that, and that's gonna be our eyeliner. So I'm just gonna tight line my eyes with this eyeshadow instead of using eyeliner inside the eyes. So I'm just gonna take an angled brush and just apply that. So we got the eyelashes curled, and now we're gonna go in with L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara in Carbon Black. This is one of my favorites. If you know, you know. This is the OG mascara. I've been using this since back in high school, and it's one of my favorites. So if you're looking for a good mascara from the drugstore, I would suggest this one. It lengthens, it kind of volumizes as well. So I love this mascara. So we're gonna go right on in. I'm doing the same technique that I always do. I brush them in the opposite direction, then pull them right back, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Pull them in the opposite direction. Now I'm gonna pull them right back. So because we're going for a fresh faced look, I'm always trying to pull my lashes up. I'm not trying to have a cat eye. I'm trying to make myself look awake. So that's why we're pulling up the lashes and not all the way to the side. Okay, I feel like this is good enough. And then what I like to do is actually add a little bit more bronzer right up on my crease. Just adding some definition to the eyes. And now that we have our mascara done, you could put mascara on your bottom lashes as well. For an awake look, I try not to do that because I feel like it gives it more of a sultry look, and for the morning I want to look fresh. So we're avoiding the mascara on the bottom lashes, but I will put some blush underneath my eyes, and I'm taking Milani's Luminoso blush, the baked one. I'm just gonna add that right on top, just to seal in that cream that we did. Like that. I feel like it brings out the pink look, and I'm just gonna blend that underneath my eyes as well. Perfect. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of inner corner highlight. I'm gonna add this shimmery shade right in the corner of my eyes, just to give myself that more awake look, just to brighten that area. Gorgeous, you know? Okay. Gonna add some on this eye as well. Perfect. So now we're gonna do the lips. So now we're gonna apply Milani's lip liner, and it's the color statement one in the shade All Natural, of course. And we're gonna line our lips, and then we're gonna go in with Tarte's Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump in the shade Primrose, this one right over here. You guys know how much I love to overline my Cupid's bow, so I like to go ham right over there. And now we're gonna go in with Tarte's Lip Plumper. And if you guys have this one, please don't go crazy and just do this, because once it comes out, it won't go back in. That's the only downside of this product. But other than that, it does do the plumping. You feel a slight tingle, not too much, but I love the way it feels. And it has like a minty effect. Like, it feels like you have mint in your mouth, but you don't, but in a good way. And it gives that gorgeous gloss. I'm gonna just apply that right now. It's that My Lips shade, but better. So man, that's pretty. So this is the final look. This is what it looks like. All we're gonna do is we're gonna set the face one more time just so it's locked in. So we know it's not going anywhere. One more step, because we have such a light base going on. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that powder and just apply that one more time. Very, very little, very, very little. We're just gonna apply a little bit of that powder just so we make sure our pores are locked in and not showing. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and spending some time with me or doing your makeup with me, whichever one it is. I just honestly hope you like this video. So this is my take on fresh faced look. This is what I like to do when I want to look put together and be right out the door. Without talking, I actually get this done in less than 10 minutes, but I will be having a 10-minute makeup look coming up pretty soon just for you guys. So I hope you like this look. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.